my grandpa passed on to me was the hunger for knowledge, for learning, and for being smarter than I was yesterday. Since I was young, I loved getting lost in a good book. I loved getting lost in a good poem or a work of fiction. Recently, when I was going through some old things in my closet, I came across some trinkets that I had won in a contest. I remember in 3rd grade, I won an award for writing a poem, and I accepted that award at Walt Whitman's birthplace in Huntington. I remember how nervous I was going up on stage to accept my award and read my poem, but I remember one memory distinctly, looking out and seeing my grandfather, obviously my grandmother as well, out there looking at me, smiling intently, cheering me on in spirit. In honor of that memory, I wanted to read a Walt Whitman poem because that was something that we had always bonded over, and that was a part of who I am today. That was until I discovered this poem by Maya Angelou. And reading that poem made me cry, and I asked for several people to weigh in on what poem I should read today, and this one won out. So here we go. It's called When Great Trees Fall by Maya Angelou. This was written right after the death of Martin Luther King. When great trees fall, rocks on distant hills shudder. Lions hunker down in tall grasses, and even elephants lumber after safety. When great trees fall in forests, small things recoil into silence, their senses eroded beyond fear. When great souls die, the air around us becomes light, rare, sterile. We breathe briefly. Our eyes, briefly, see with a hurtful clarity. Our memory, suddenly sharpened, examines, gnaws on kind words unsaid, promised walks never taken. Great souls die, and our reality, bound to them, takes leave of us. Our souls, dependent upon their nurture, now shrink, wizened. Our minds, formed and informed by their radiance, fall away. We are not so much maddened as reduced to the unutterable ignorance of dark, cold caves. And when great souls die, after a period, peace blooms. Slowly and always irregularly. Spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibration. Our senses, restored, never to be the same, whisper to us. They existed. They existed. We can be and be better, for they existed. I really love that last stanza. It's just a wonderful ending. The fact that life exists or existed at all is cause for celebration. It really is a miracle. Maya Angelou realized that our dearly departed, despite the heartache their physical demise caused us, they aren't actually gone. They fill the spaces that surround us. They whisper to us in ways that may not seem clear now, but they will soon. The spirit of our grandfather lives on forever. Because as Jesus said, he who believes in me shall live, even though he dies. That's exactly why in the Bible, Jesus never actually attended any funerals. He only attended celebrations and healings. He celebrated life in all its forms, just as we'll do with our own St. Patrick. We had so much time with our grandpa. We were all so lucky. But I meant it when I said at his wake that he lives on in each of us. In Danielle's passion for life and love of her siblings. In Tiffany's beautiful eyes and smile, in Noah's intelligence, in Ryan's love of drawing, in DJ's ever-growing handyman skills, in Dave's love of aeronautics and engineering, in Ava's creativity and love of pasta, in my mom's passion for cooking and treating her guests to a delicious meal, in Aunt Al's constant warmth and support, and Uncle Russell's ability to give us the advice we always need, and Uncle Tommy's humor and down-to-earth personality, and Aunt Priscilla's commitment to her family, and in everything our sweet grandmother does. Whenever you miss him, just look around at one of us. He's right there inside of us for the rest of our lives.